What is the deal, baby? Let's fucking go. All right, feeling good right here. Um, man, all kinds of stuff has been happening, man. I just been on the front lines, just holding it down. These clowns are on the fucking brink of getting destroyed. Um, they're trying so hard to fucking hold on, bro, but the master above, the ultimate master, has his own plan, and I trust in his plan 100%. All glory to the Most High, baby. Let's go. All right, so first off, let me try to gather my thoughts real quick because I'm just whenever I record just like spontaneously. I don't like to I don't like to fake the funk. I don't like to like write like transcripts or anything. And there's no script here. It's all free flow, freestyle, baby. You know what I mean? Like it's just all natural. So what's it called? Even like if you wanted to get in the zone, what I noticed about this one guy that talks, I've seen him on TikTok. He closes his eyes when he speaks because it pretty much it sharpens your mental focus, which is I don't know like if this is really a technique that people have tried, but I know I've done this in the past actually, which is weird because I seen him doing it and he's really well known and like a lot of people go for him for advice and stuff like that. And I didn't really think about it at the time. I don't know why I'm thinking about it right now, but it just came to me. And I have my eyes closed while I'm talking right now. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird because I'm just trying to focus and like I'm naturally implementing this technique which I wasn't intentionally trying to do. I don't know. I guess I'm in the right. You know what I mean? Like the God's timing, bro. Like he's just since I glorified him, he's already gonna bless this chat, this video. He's gonna bless it, and he's gonna freaking help it prosper and just bless other people. You know what I mean? So these haters, they're trying so hard, bro, but they're never gonna mount up to anything in our targeting in our lives, anything like that, or their own lives. So just keep focusing on yourself. Try not to focus on them so much. Try to block them out as best as you can. Like that's what I'm trying to do, but it's a struggle every day. But I'm getting closer and closer, and eventually, spiritually or physically, I'm gonna block these freaking punks out, and it's only a matter of time. So as you guys know, um this next month, or I'm not sure if it's the next month, I'm not sure exactly what date it is, but there's supposed to be some type of an eclipse that's supposed to happen. And I just watched a video of this guy talking about that why they're sending out FEMA and like soldiers to like to be on guard or whatever. Is because supposedly there might be like this big ass earthquake or some shit like that, and there's something that's called the fault lines or something like that. I can't. I'm not sure exactly if that's what they're called, but supposedly that it might break the United States apart, and California is going to take a big hit. Supposedly, that's their assumption. If the fault line broke apart or whatever. Um, and I don't know if I have the video saved, but that's one topic that I'm going to talk about right now. And then another topic is that supposedly TikTok is going to get banned. That they already passed a bill and it's supposed to get banned. So like all the really good information on there, we're going to have to find somewhere else. And so I'm going to just try to record, a few videos so that they're just saved on here. Some good information. The last video that I do that has TikTok videos or whatever. So, anyways, I haven't done a video in a while, and I just want to come out here and just say that, God is good, the Most High, the true God, and the Creator of all things, and these haters can't stop us, baby. Let's go. I just wanted to come out here and just boast about the Most High, baby. Let's freaking go, baby. Yeah. All right.
So, this is your champion.
Alrighty. I don't know. This one's funny. I just want to watch this one. Before we get into the serious notes or serious tip, I want to just watch this one because it made me laugh.
Hi, Tony. Hey, Bishop. I saw your wife and kids. Come inside the church.
They're going to go this week. I'll come next week.
Come inside.
Can I come next week?
Come on, it's the Sabbath day.
I want to come next week.
Come on, you need the Holy Spirit, sir. Come on, you need faith.
How about just stand
Take
next
my hand, my leading hand, brethren. Yeah, come walk outside.
Maybe next week.
Come fucking walk outside.
You just swore. You just swore, Bishop.
You just make me sin, man. You make me sin. You make me sin, you motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
Nah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I just sinned, God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's hilarious.
People, most of our friends and some of our family don't ever want to see the best version of us. They just want the version that they can control and that best serves them. Don't let that stop you. Most people.
I don't even think it should be in the same room with you where you sleep. You know what you need to do, Dean, is look up the patents that are in these phones, okay, because they're readily accessible on Google Patents. And some of the hardware and the technology in these phones can modify brainwaves even when the phone is off, if it's in close proximity to your head. We're dealing with a technology, I think, that is 300 years beyond anything available at the consumer level, and it's peppered in by the controllers to use with these devices. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wear a magnetic necklace and I wear a magnetic bracelet for a wrist that I snapped in half. I don't even think it should be in the...
As well, he's wearing, I think they're called blue light blocking glasses. So he's obviously aware of the energies and the frequencies that go along with technology and things around us. I know this from actual experience that when I've slept with my phone, I've had dream manipulation and other things happen. They're monitoring constantly. And you want to put your phone at least like in a drawer somewhere in the kitchen, like not nowhere near your bed. You want it in a closed, contained area away from you when it's off. So every time you go to bed, guys, you guys need to like keep your phone away from you. It's better if you just don't have a phone at all, but we got to communicate. We can't be bored. Most of our time is probably spent on our phones. So like, try to find a way around it. There's film that can go in front of your phone, the screen that you can put on there to block, and then you can put like shungite or whatever EMF blocking case on the phone just to, to protect you in some type of shape or form.
Go, baby girl.
This is so gross. I don't even know. I've lost count of how many showers this is, but it's not that many. Look at how it, moves. So now I'm starting to see that some of it's coming down into this filter, but at least I'm double covered because it's not more than 10. It's not more than 10. And I have.
I want to know what filter that is. I'm not sure exactly. Let me see right here. I'm going to try to see if I can find it. But damn. I think that's where they get us the most. That this water's contaminated with some type of fungal and what's it called? The graphene that is getting into our bodies, and yeah. So where do we order one of those? It says in my profile, Amazon storefront. Okay, I gotta check this out because I wanna find that filter, bro. Amazon storefront. I mean, that's the only damn link right there. Amazon storefront. Okay. Here we go. Shower filter. Shower filter. Okay. I see this. I think it's this one here. And then she connected it to one of these filters, I believe. Oh, shit. I'm just going to screenshot it real quick. Alright, so yeah, I gotta get one of those. That's Mando, bro.
Pictures of
Even my rent now I pay with credit. And it doesn't.
How do you pay your rent with credit?
So there's this credit card called the Build Credit Card. It's by Wells Fargo. So most places that you allow you to pay rent, let's say you live in an apartment, they'll have a portal and you can pay with a credit card, but they'll charge you like 1.5 to 3%.
Yeah, 3%'s a lot. They're like, oh my god, I'm paying another 3%. So
exactly. So with the Build Card, it waives the 3% and it gives you points on top of that. So it gives you 1 point per dollar on every dollar you spend for the rent that you can later transfer to airlines or hotels and get free travel. If you think about it, you said that rent is one of the highest expenses expenses you have, right?
It's the highest.
It's the
Everybody
highest.
has, yeah.
So think about, let's say your rent is $3,000. Times that by 12, you're paying $36,000 a year on rent. 36,000 points can take you a round trip to Europe by just doing the things you're normally doing. Even my.
The government literally banned incandescent light bulbs. This is because they wanted to push these toxic LED light bulbs that expose you to high amounts of EMF radiation and artificial light, which disrupts every biological function in the body. If you want to light up your house at night, you should try using red lights or using candles. And if you can get your hands on some incandescent light bulbs, do it and stock up as much as you can, because they'll be almost impossible to get soon.
Talks a heavy metal.
Every time you wash your clothes in washing detergent, even if it's rinsed twice, there's still a residue there. So those clothes touching your body, you're warming up in the day, you start to perspire, your pores open, your pores can start to absorb those little traces of washing detergent. You'd be amazed at how little washing detergent you need to wash your clothes. Do you know, I'm surprised in America no one puts their clothes on the line. Do you know the sun purifies the clothes? Some people I talk to, they say, oh, that old-fashioned thing, my grandmother used to do that. Every time you wash your clothes in washing detergent, even if it's rinsed twice, there's still a residue there. So those clothes touching your body, you're warming up in the day, you start to perspire, your pores open, your pores can start to absorb those little traces of washing detergent. You'd be amazed at how little washing detergent you need to wash your clothes. Do you know, I'm surprised in America no one puts their clothes on the line. Do you know the sun purifies the clothes? Some people I talk to, they say, oh, that old-fashioned thing, my grandmother used to do that. You wash your...
Hey, doctor, this is in my cupboard right now. Mm-hmm. What is wrong with Honey Bunches of Oats?
You're going to see a theme here that, look, a lot of these products are banned in the UK, Japan, and the European Union. This is one of them. So foods, again, if we're teaching people how to look for ingredients, there's certain colorings and BHT, which is in this.
That's in there. It says BHT, to preserve freshness.
That's what it's supposed to do, and that's what it probably does.
Preservatives?
But when the FDA looked at it first, they gave it a pass. But now they're looking at saying, okay, this is not good, and Europe has banned this stuff. So any product that is, which is many breakfast cereals, many bars, you need to get this stuff out of you and your kids' diets.
Okay, so what should you eat instead of this?
Okay, so some quick things. The simple home solution is a good oatmeal. Now, I like this one because it's sprouted. If your children have digestive issues, sprouting will help because it gets these plant toxins out of it called, lectins, some of the phytates that are in it. Sprouting helps with that, so it helps digestion. If you're looking for a cold cereal, now, shredded wheat, if you look at the ingredients, and we want to get you used to looking at ingredients, whole grain wheat preserved with
like
vitamin E.
Crazy. The other ingredient list was this long.
That's right.
And this one is like 3.
Now, caution, a lot of the shredded wheat has BHT. So
read the label.
Read the label.
Hey, doctor, this is in my cupboard right now. Mm-hmm. What is wrong with Honey Bunches of Oats?
You're going to see a theme here that, look, a lot of these products are banned. Stop feeding your kid chicken fingers. I said last, a German study that showed, sorry ladies, but the number of silver fillings that you have or your mom is proportional to how much they found in the baby's brain on autopsy studies. Wow. And that's, I said these, but the number of silver fillings that you have or your mom is proportional to how much they found in the baby's brain on autopsy studies. Wow. And that's very, very accurate because these are, autopsies from, dead fetuses, and the amount of mercury correlated to the amount of fillings in the mom.
Amalgamate fillings.
Yeah, so we're born into some of these toxins. My point is that bucket that I'm talking about starts filling in utero. Mm-hmm. And then through life, what moldy homes did you live in? What other exposures? Contact lens fluid. If you look at my story, I wore contact lenses in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. So I wore them when they were new. Okay. But the saline solution had mercury in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's been banned in the 90s, but it went right into our brains, right? And of course, I had my own set of fillings, right? So mercury was going right. Those fillings contain 50% mercury. They vaporize mercury. Despite what anyone says, they vaporize mercury for the life of that filling into the brain. Mercury vapor crosses the blood-brain barrier, turns to inorganic mercury, and there it's locked for life. Despite
it's a forever chemical.
Part of my process that I teach, passion, that's how I got my life back, is how do we get this inorganic mercury that has a half-life longer than we live out of the brain? That's a process. I believe I have the only safe and effective way on the planet. It's a German study that showed, sorry, ladies, but the number of silver fillings that you have
that exists, and you can have it multiple times a week. Hello, I am Christian Drapeau. I'm a stem cell scientist and herbalist, and I help people live longer, better lives. So what I have here is Sutherlandia, and it comes from South Africa. Its full name is Sutherlandia frutescens, and better known as cancer bush. So, as you probably understand, it's very good for
Like, a lot of us are being mouth breathers. Breathing through your mouth, it actually cuts your life expectancy by 10 years. It changes the structure of your mouth. It pushes your teeth out. It makes you talk different. It gives you rotten tongue. It gives you thrust on the mouth. It messes with your circadian rhythm when you're trying to go to sleep. That's why they even created some type of band-aids and stuff or tape that you can literally close your mouth with when you're sleeping, because they have figured out that with mouth breathing, you don't get delta wave sleep. Delta wave sleep is a deep sleep you get to regenerate and heal your body, because most of the healing process go on when you in your sleeping stage, but you can't get that when you're not actually going into them deep realms of sleep and you're producing something called delta waves. The lack of oxygen is what messes with your sleeping.
And what it can do for you. Stay tuned, my friends, because right here I'm going to share with you my favorite magnesium, and the one, yes, the brand that I take at night. I've been on this for about 3.5 months now, okay? Now, I showed you another magnesium glycinate on here prior from a while ago, okay? But at that time, this brand was not on here. And guys, if there's ever something better that I can show you, I'm going to show it to you. However, that...
Your people, do you know that bloodlines deep as the ocean? Do you know that I've been lost and afraid in this realm till I came home to you? Mother of the sea, mother of the sea, shows me my connection, shows me my reflection. Mother of the sea, mother of the sea, shows me my connection, shows me my reflection. I am one of your people. Do you know that bloodlines deep as the ocean? Do you know that I've been lost and afraid in this realm till I came home to you? Mother of the sea, mother of the sea, shows me my connection, shows me my reflection. Mother of the sea, mother of the sea, shows me my connection, shows me my reflection. I am one of your people.
The document that I'm passing out speaks about the illegal clandestine operations happening behind the terrorist watch list today. So I came here regarding police harassment 6 months ago, events that unfortunately continue to occur to this day. And what I didn't know at the time was the reason why I was being arbitrarily investigated, along with the aggressive measures that they were taking to do so. This led me to finding the deep corruption happening behind the terrorist watch list today. So there's 3 components to the terrorist watch list. There's the no-fly list, the selectee list, and the KST file, which not many people are aware of. And within the KST file, there's 3 subcategories, one of them being a silent hit list for non-investigative subjects, a list that's been known to catch many unsuspecting innocent American civilians, that including whistleblowers, journalists, and now down to students at universities, which I don't understand how a whistleblower, a journalist, a news reporter would purport a nexus to terrorism, as that's the requirement for inclusion into this subset. What's going on with this list is not only illegal, but it's being used for purposes that go directly against the HSPD 6 executive order that was issued by the president in 2003. That stated that this executive order shall be implemented in a manner that is consistent with the provisions of the Constitution and applicable laws. That's what was stated in the executive order issued by the president in 2003. The executive order only gave them a screening tool for known and suspected terrorists, not the authorization to deviate from that and create a silent hit list for non-investigative subjects, to which all forms of invasive surveillance, infiltration, and sting operations are utilized against the individuals that they have enlisted into this subset. And it's often through a method called gang stalking. And I know there's a lot of misconceptions around that, but it's very similar to the operations that were utilized within the SOTC secret police. And I do have documents. Did they pass out the whistle? Yeah. So I passed out documents from the former head of FBI that whistleblowed about the realities of that illegal clandestine operation that's being implemented against the individuals that they have enlisted into the subset. And one might argue, though, by the use of these procedures, that instead of preventing terrorism, they're actually eliciting it, subjecting these individuals to all forms of abusive surveillance, harassment campaigns, that along with unlawful imprisonment, often inducing these individuals who they have enlisted to actually committing crimes instead of preventing them. And that is the reality now for the 400,000 people that the FBI has on the watch list today, as most of them are listed as non-investigative subjects. These are oftentimes innocent American civilians who oftentimes have no relation to terrorism at all, or even a criminal past, as that was revealed in the most recent DOJ audit report that found that 99.71% of the individuals that they have on the watch list today have no relation to terrorism at all, with only 0.29% of its records actually belonging to known and suspected terrorists. And that's for the 400,000 people that they have on the watch list today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Any questions?
No question. We're in good shape.
Okay, all right. I did pass out the documents from the former head of FBI that whistleblowed and talked about the realities of that clandestine operation. That's illegal.
Thank you. Be safe. Be safe.
All right, thank you. The document that I'm passing out speaks about the illegal clandestine operations happening behind the terrorist watch list today. So I came here regarding police harassment 6 months ago, events that unfortunately continue to occur to this day. And what I didn't know at the time was the reason why I was being arbitrarily investigated, along with the aggressive measures that they were taking to do so. This led me to finding the deep corruption happening behind the terrorist watch list today. So there's three components to the terrorist watch list. There's the no-fly list, the selectee list, and the KST file, which not many people are aware of. And within the KST file, there's three subcategories, one of them being a silent hit list for non-investigative subjects. A list that's been known to catch many unsuspecting innocent American civilians, that including whistleblowers, journalists, and now down to students at universities, which I don't understand how a whistleblower, a journalist, a news reporter would purport a nexus to terrorism, as that's the requirement for inclusion into this subset. What's going on with this list is not only illegal, but it's being used for purposes that go directly against the HSPD 6 executive order that was issued by the president in 2003. That stated that this executive order shall be implemented in a manner that is consistent with the provisions of the Constitution and applicable laws. That's what was stated in the executive order issued by the president in 2003. The executive order only gave them a screening tool for known and suspected terrorists, not the authorization to deviate from that and create a silent hit list for non-investigative subjects, to which all forms of invasive surveillance, infiltration, and sting operations are utilized against.
All right, high key, I fell asleep a little bit, but that's pretty much. Hopefully, I covered a good amount of information there. I should be coming out with some videos soon, as soon as we move from this place that I'm at. I'm still looking for a place. It's taking more longer than I expected. But I'm on it. I'm continuously trying to progress to finding the right place. because I've already seen at least several places, and just different reasons, different complications, but we'll eventually get there, and then I'll start working. I could upload some more videos. Also the fault lines. I don't know if you guys want to look up that video. Let's see.
Freaking wild here. Not just the U.S., but the entire Earth. People are passing away like crazy from cancer. I'm about to show you something really scary about cancer in a minute. And also, people are having children. I just warned y'all about this not too long ago. So you know how every single year that goes by, it seems like more and more and more of your friends are unable to have a baby for some reason? Before we get into infertility again, which is plaguing the United States, let me show you something very, very scary that the World Health Organization said. Cancer cases around the world are expected to surge to 77%. 77%. 3/4 of the earth will have cancer by 2050. As you all know, cancer has been very quickly raising the last few years. But with everything I'm about to show you, it looks like a very dim future with no children and everyone passing away from disease. This is from the CDC and it's crazy. In the United States, among married women 15 to 49 years old, no prior births, about 1 in 5, 19%, 1 in 5 are unable to get pregnant while trying. It used to be you just screw up and you got a baby. Now 1 in 5 can't even have one when they're trying. Also, about 1 in 4 women in this group have difficulty getting pregnant or carrying a pregnancy to term, which means 1/4 of all women in the United States cannot get pregnant, even if they tried. And if they tried, they will not be able to hold that pregnancy. There's 350 million Americans. Let's just assume they're all women. That's 75 million people. And it's not just the inability to have a baby, but the infertility rate in just over a decade has dropped almost a quarter, 23%. Here's the scary part. You need an average of 2.1 children to be able to sustain human life, right? We're at 1.6 right now. Not to mention the cancer overload. And they're trying everything. Now, if you're a visual learner, the fertility rates have created a slide at this point. Here's it again. So why is the U.S. and the world birth rate declining? Let me know in the comments. And one more time for the people in the back. Worldwide, we are facing
the food, the water, fucking pretty much.
Something else insane about the eclipse. How many coincidences do we need? So do you remember a couple days ago when there was those really, really, really bad storms, bad tornadoes, all that? Remember this path. See that same path? Listen to what the meteorologist says. This is actually bizarre. Again, he sees weather every day, and this is bizarre to him. And I'm not just saying that. This will be one of the more notable severe storms nights in March in recent memory. In the past hour, over 16,000 individual lightning bolts from western New York to northeast Texas, spanning 1,200 miles. Again, in the same exact path as the eclipse. And here is another glimpse of it in the same exact path. And this storm was so dangerous. And again, it connects at the New Madrid fault line and also at the gravity low. Now, if there was some kind of cataclysm at this New Madrid fault line, guess what? Scientists already drew up what it would look like. And this right here is what they believe the outcome would be. Here, I'll give you a second. Is your new location in the ocean, in a river, or on land? Let me know in the comments. Me over here, I got a new beach lot 20 minutes from the house. But if you're over here, and all this controversy going on with Texas right now, they'd be the best place on the map. Y'all, I think this is a warning. I didn't think anything was going to happen. I really didn't. I thought it was a sign of judgment from God, but I don't know now. I mean, you got National Guard, them warning people to get flashlights and batteries and water and all this stuff. I don't know. It is 2024, and with the first quarter of the year, I would not be surprised. David Shane, you better be recording this for us. Okay, I just found something else insane about the eclipse. How many coincidences do we need? So do you remember a couple days ago when there was those really, really, really bad storms, bad tornadoes, all that? Remember this path. See that same path? Listen to what the meteorologist said. Are y'all seeing the Russian voting right now? This right here, look at this. Imagine you're in a voting booth and you have these armed dudes just running up in there and even staring at who you're voting for. Here, I'll let you watch one more time. I bet these people are scared to even vote. Could you imagine clicking on the wrong name? A name that they don't allow? My goodness.
crazy. Look, out the voting booth. Watch this. Watch. Did you see that? They threw it out the voting booth, trying to set the place on fire. Just walk out nonchalant. That wasn't me. Look at him. Wow. One more time so you can see them throw the fire out of the voting booth. And while voting is going on, Putin is alleging that they have been hacked 160,000 times by North America and by Ukraine. And this, of course, is China. And China just said that if we attack Russia, they will, take care of us. They'll take care of us. In a pleasant way, of course. By the way, do you remember when China...
All right, Peeps, I'm going to wrap it up. Whatever happens, I guess just stay ready. I'm already fucking accepting whatever the hell comes. Hopefully it's better than this wherever we go to, but I'm tired of this world anyways. But, still trusting the Most High and pray for those who are lost.